How are you all doing, guys? I just wanted to do a quick video to let you know what I know so far about the Pi network. And don't worry, if you've missed out on the Pi network boom, there's an opportunity at the end of this video for you to get involved in what potentially could be the next big thing. And you have to stay to the end of the video to find out what that is. So I want to kick off the video by saying I am by no means a financial advisor, and any information on this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only and should not be taken as financial advice. Please do your own research. Right, guys, so I've just stepped out of Dapper Turkish Barbers in Woodend Avenue, Hunts Cross, making the old fella look as close to $1 million as possible for my age. Did Pi make us $1 million? Well, sadly, I don't think it did. So what do we know so far about the Pi network? Now, again, I'm no expert in the field, but I know a little bit more than some of you and not as much as others. So I'm going to share with you what I know, what happened yesterday. So the Pi network launched yesterday with a tremendous amount of fanfare. And before it launched, there was figures getting bandied around. I think it went as high in speculation as £158 per coin. So when it launched at £1 or just over, I think it's quite reasonable to say there's a lot of people that were quite disappointed. But should they be disappointed? Think about it like this. If you've mined something for 4 or 5 years and it launches at £1 a coin and you've got a couple of hundred, or in some cases a couple of thousand, and they're worth £1 each, fucking hell, you've got yourself a pretty penny there. Now, there's a caveat to that. So it launched yesterday, and like I say, there was a lot of people that were quite disappointed. Why were they disappointed? Well, here in the UK, there was only one platform that I know of that was available for trading, and it was OKX. Now, it seems that OKX have banned Pi from being transactioned or traded in the UK. So where does that leave us in the UK? Well, if you go to your wallet and you've actually got some coins in there, and if you haven't, we'll go on to that a little bit later in the video. So if you've got tradable coins in your wallet, what can you do with them? Well, at the moment, not much. Legally, not much. I'm sure there's platforms out there which will let you trade the coins illegally, but I would definitely not recommend that at all. So what can you do so far? Well, it is a tradable, usable currency. And to prove that, to proofread that, a friend of mine sent me 5 Pi coins yesterday, and I sent him 5 back. So you can transfer peer-to-peer for wallet to wallet and pay for services. I would imagine you would be able to sell the coins if you had a buyer. I would not recommend selling your coins just yet. But if you do want to sell any of your coins, let me know in the description below and I'll make you an offer. But yeah, I would not recommend selling any of the coins. So at the moment, as a UK user, there's very little we can do with them, but it's only day one. So the whole ecosystem with Pi is they want to develop this marketplace where you can buy and pay for services with Pi tokens, with Pi coins. Now, back to the previous point before, a lot of people, myself included, by the way, have looked at their wallet and they've seen a figure of what's in there and an available balance of 0.01 Pi. Now, this is not the same for everybody, by the way. If you go into your wallet, and I'm assuming you're KC registered, by the way. If you're not KYC registered, all this will be obsolete. You know, it won't be worth anything to you. You've got to be up to date with your KYC registration. If you're up to date with your KYC registration, go to your wallet and you should see 2 tabs. One says history and one says migration. Mess around with all them. Mess around with all the tabs. There's one that says lockup. There's one that says migration. There's one that says history. Now, you're looking for transactions. At some point, if you've locked some of your Pi up, at some point, there'll be a transaction that'll say, example, 500 coins migrated to your available balance. Now, your available balance might still say 0.01. So what you need to do is find the transaction that has got the amount that you think you should have available. Look for that transaction and there'll be a tab that says move. You've got to actually move it from your wallet into your available balance. Maybe this is an oversight on Pi's part, I don't know. But that's what I found anyway. I had nothing available. I've locked up 90% for 3 years. That 3 years is up in December. So I should have had 10% of my my coins available and ready to use as I see fit. I had none. My available balance was 0.01. So when my mate sent me the 5 tokens as a test and it worked, I'm not going to lie, I was quite made up at that. So when I decided to send them the 5 back, there's a charge, there's a surcharge of, I think it's 0.1 pi. So my available balance became 0, so I could do nothing at all. So anyway, my mate who had the balance told me what he'd done. So what I would look around in them areas on your wallet, migration, lock up, history, look at the transactions. Some will have a padlock, a locked padlock icon next to it. That means it's locked up, and it should tell you next to it when it's unlocked. That obviously depends when you locked it up, whether it's for 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever. And it should also say the end date when that lockup is released. And some of your transactions will have an open padlock next to them. That means you should be able to gain access to that. So I would say that first and foremost. So the question moving forward is, what can we use Pi for? Well, at the moment, in the UK, it's only really used for peer-to-peer. You can send money or tokens to your friends, and they can send them back for services, exchanging money, whatever that'll be for. I honestly believe, moving forward, that more platforms will embrace Pi. So from what I've read up on, it's not a case of when a coin launches or a currency launches, usually the first point to call is to try and get it onto a platform. So they might approach Coinbase, Binance, Crypto, eToro, Trading 212, whatever it may be. And they'll go to these platforms and say, we've got this coin, we want to list it on your platform. It appears that Pi is the opposite way round. The platforms have been clamoring to get hold of Pi. And Pi's set of criteria is set that high and that tight that companies like Coinbase and Binance don't meet the criteria of Pi, so therefore can't list it on their platforms. So hopefully they're all going to catch up. So what we're all hoping is, when it launched at £1, a mate of mine in work today said, "Fucking hell, that Pi's a load of shite. It only launched at £1. It was 50 quid, it was 60 quid. It was never 50 quid, it was never 60 quid. That was all an estimated price." When it launched at £1, I'll be quite frank, I thought it would have launched a lot less than that. I said to one of my mates in work, I said, I can't see this launching actually more than about 10 pence. So when it launched at just over £1, I was quite pleased. Obviously a little bit of up and down over the past 24 hours. It seemed to have plateaued now around about the 50 pence mark. So again, no financial advisor there. I'm not giving you financial advice. This is what I think's happened. A lot of people have sold. The people in different countries who can, I've seen to make a quick buck to sell it straight away. What you got to understand is a lot of people have got their coins locked up for a certain amount of time. Mine are locked up until December. Some people, if you're only locked up recently, might be locked up for 2 or 3 more years. That's going to create a shortage on the market. So demand is going to outweigh supply. So what you'll probably find is the price will now, it's plateaued around about the 50 pence mark now in the UK. I think over the next coming weeks and months, you'll see that slowly but surely creeping up. What you've also got to take into consideration as well is the amount of unverified coins. So I'm sure if you've got a lot of friends on your Pi network, you'll know that many of them haven't KYC verified. Some of them haven't kept up with it. Some of them deleted the accounts. So anything you've gained from them, if someone hasn't KYC verified and it's boosted your mining rate, whatever you've mined via them is obsolete. So don't look at your unverified balance because it'll knock you sick. Mine is considerably higher than my available balance, let me tell you that. So your unverified balance, forget about that for now, unless you've got friends who are waiting for KYC verification, and then that unverified balance should therefore go up. So all the unverified coins are eventually going to fall off the market. Now, I don't know when that's going to be. That could be weeks, months, it could be years. But when that happens, the amount of coins on the market goes down. Therefore, the price automatically goes up. There's less items on the market, so that they're worth more. So my prediction is it's 50 pence now, or was at the time of recording this video. I think over the next couple of weeks and months, you will see that start to go up. As more and more services become available that are using Pi and utilising the Pi currency, you will see that go up because more and more people will be able to use it in real world environments. The UK, sadly, is a little bit behind We've got no platforms at the moment where we can trade it. That's got to change. Don't forget, we're only in day one of the Pi currency. After 6 years of fanfare, after many a false start and a little bit of smoke and mirrors and a lot of excitement, we're finally here. It launched yesterday as a tradable coin. There's a lot of people, don't forget, saying that this coin was a load of nonsense, load of bullshit. It was a cash grab. It was a data grab. It was a pyramid scheme. It never amounts to nothing. Well, it has. They're wrong. It's actually launched. It's launched with a tangible value, which at the moment is sat around 50 pence a coin. Now, if you've got hundreds or thousands of them, 50 pence is no chump change. So if you've missed out on Pi, here's an opportunity for you to potentially get involved in the next big thing. So if you missed out on the big Bitcoin revolution and you missed out on earning your millions on that, and you've missed out on Pi because obviously it's launched now, and whatever you mine now it's not going to be worth as much. The next opportunity is the B network. Here's the logo on the screen now. It's what you're looking for. So if you go to your Apple or Android Play Store and download this app, like Pi, it's absolutely free of charge. Costs you nothing to install, costs you nothing to run. All you need to do is put in this invitation code when you're setting up your account, and all you need to do, like Pi, is press the button once every 24 hours. Right, so what you get for that? Well, in the short term, I'll tell you what you do get. You get lots of adverts and lots of videos, but some of the videos, if you watch them, it actually increases your mining rate. So get yourself to the B Network app, put in this invitation code, get your first B absolutely free of charge, and all you need to do is press that button every 24 hours. When the little B icon in the middle goes from green to red, press the button. Invite as many people as you can to better your chances of getting a better mining rate. What is B Network going to hold for the future? The truth is, we don't know. Like Pi Network, it's a bit of an anomaly. We don't know where it's going to go. We don't know when it's going to launch, but it will launch and it will have value, just like Pi. So don't miss the boat on this one. Right, guys, I hope you found this video informative. If I'm wrong on anything on this video, please let me know in the comments below. Like I say, I'm no expert. I'm certainly no financial expert. If you've got any advice or any tips for other people who are using the Pi Network or even the B Network, again, let me know in the comments below. I hope you did find this video informational and helpful. And if you didn't, well, I'm sorry for wasting your time. Have a fantastic weekend, guys, and I'll see you all soon.